Good morning, children. My name is P. Manjula Mani, working as TGT Physical Science, TSWRS Girls, Belempelli. I hope all you are good at home, and stay safe. Today's our topic is electricity. Right, children? Before entering into our topic, we have to know the uses of electricity. Electricity is a part of our daily life at home and at work. Starting from wake up time to evening bedtime, if we look around us, we may find many electrical appliances like fans, TVs, radios, ACs, and etc. All these are working by electricity, right? Suppose consider the LED bulbs and street lights. LED bulbs and street lights may light up your homes at night time. And TVs and radios entertains us. Fans cools us at hot summer season. And electricity increases the activity time at night. The productivity also increasing by the use of machineries. These are the uses of electricity. Children, see the slide. If you see the slide, you may observe many electrical appliances, right? Those are working by electricity. Next, if we enter into our topic, first of all, we have to know the meaning of electricity. Electricity is having the word city. What is the meaning of the city? City is the place where the people can live. In the same way, electricity is the place where electrons can live. That means, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the electrons and how they are moving and how they are producing the electric current. This is our electricity. What is the meaning of electricity? Electricity is made up of charged particles. Electricity is made up of charged particles. That carries energy from one place to another place. Electricity is made up of charged particles that carries energy from one place to another place. Many students may get confused about the charged particles. What are charged particles? Charged particles are nothing but electrons. Charged particles are nothing but electrons. Electrons and charged particles both are having the same meaning. Here we get the word charge. Charge is represented by the unit coulomb and represented by the letter Q. This is about electricity. In this lesson, you all will be able to know about some factors. See the slide. There are some objectives. Those objectives are electric current, voltage, resistance and its applications, Ohm's law, factors affecting the resistance of a material, and Kirchhoff laws. These are the topics which we are going to be learn in this lesson. Our first topic is electric current. Electric current is represented by the letter I. Take a conductor. Here the conductors are metals. Take a conductors. We know that conductors contains many number of free electrons on its surface, and they are freely moves or randomly moves in different directions. If we connect this electric conductor to a battery in a circuit, the randomly moving electrons tries to move in the same direction, tries to move in the same direction like this. Due to electric force applied by the battery. First, this is a conductor which is having the randomly moving electrons. After connecting this conductor to a battery, due to the electric force applied by the battery, the randomly moving electrons tries to move in the same direction. Consider a unit cross sectional area in a conductor. This is a unit cross sectional area. See children, here many electrons are passing through the unit cross sectional area. Take a time period t. Charge is represented by the letter Q. The charge is crossing the unit cross sectional area within a time period t. The definition of electric current is the amount of charge passing through unit cross sectional area within a time period t is known as electric current. See the slide children, look at the slide, there is a circuit and a symbol and etc. But in our physics there is a flexibility that we can define each term in many ways. This is first definition of electric current. The second definition of electric current is flow of charges. Flow of charges in a circuit is also known as the electric current. The third definition is the change of charge, the rate of change of charges is also known as electric current. The rate of changes of charges, I is equal to charge by time. We know that charge is represented by the letter Q and time in second. Then the units of electric current is equal to coulomb by second. This is the CGS unit of electric current, but always we go for SI unit. The SI unit of electric current is ampere. SI unit of electric current is ampere. Here coulomb is the unit of charge. Coulomb contains how many number of electrons? Coulomb contains 6.625 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. This is about electric current. But how to measure the electric current in a circuit? Look at the slide children, there are two figures. First one is ammeter. Ammeter is a device used to measure electric current in a circuit. Ammeter is a device used to measure electric current in a circuit. This is a ammeter having positive and negative terminal. See in the slide, there are two terminals, red terminal and black terminal. Red terminal indicates the positive terminal and black terminal indicates negative terminal. This is a symbol of ammeter. How to connect this ammeter in a circuit? Always we should connect ammeter in series with a device in a circuit to measure the electric current. In this way we should connect ammeter in a circuit. Always we should connect positive terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of ammeter, negative terminal is to the negative terminal, right. This is the series circuit of ammeter. This is about electric current. Next, if we go for next topic, our next topic is voltage. Voltage or potential difference. This is represented by the letter V. Voltage and potential difference both are same. Take a conductor which is having two ends A and B. Consider the ends of a conductor is A and B. Here see here potential difference. Potential difference is the word itself having the word potential. What is the meaning of potential? Potential meaning is energy. The energy differences is also known as voltage or potential difference. This is a conductor having two particular ends A and B. Now we have to know the energy of these two ends. Consider, this is the example, take the energy of point A is 10 charges. The energy of point A is 10 charges. This is a conductor. If we connect this conductor to a battery in a circuit, right, in this way, positive and negative. Due to electric force applied by the battery, the randomly moving electrons are try to move in the same direction. Consider there are 10 charges. When the electric force applied by the battery to a conductor, out of 10 charges, some charges are try to move to the second end of the conductor. Out of 10 charges, consider there are 2 charges are moved to point B. Out of 10 charges, 2 charges are left. The remaining charges at point A is 8 charges. That means the energy of point A is 8 charges and the energy of point B is 2 charges, right. The difference between the two charges, 8q minus 2q is equal to 6q. 6q is known as voltage. Here 6q is known as the voltage. What is the definition of voltage? The work done by electric force on a unit positive charge to move it from one point to another point is known as voltage. The formula of voltage is equal to work done by charge, right. Voltage is equal to work done by charge. We know that work done is represented in terms of joules or by the letter W, by charge is Q. W is joule and Q is coulomb. Voltage is equal to joule by coulomb. Joule by coulomb is the CGS unit of voltage. The SI unit of voltage is volt. Always we should measure the voltage in terms of volts. This is about voltage. See the slide, there is a definition, symbol and the units of voltage, right. This is the voltage, but how to measure the voltage in a circuit? Look at the slide, children. There is one more picture, that is voltmeter. Voltmeter is also having two terminals, positive red terminals and black terminals. Red terminal indicates the positive terminal and black terminal indicates the negative terminal. This is voltmeter. Let us see. This is voltmeter. But how to connect the voltmeter in a circuit? Ammeter is connected in series. In the same way, always we should connect voltmeter in parallel with a device in a circuit to measure the voltage in this way. This is a conductor. This is the parallel connection of voltmeter in a circuit. Always we should connect the positive terminal to the positive terminal, negative terminal to the negative terminal. This is about voltage. Children, already we have learned electric current and voltage. Always there is a relationship between voltage and current. What is that relationship? The potential difference. The potential difference across a conductor is directly proportional to current passing through it. Conductor, charges are moving. This is having some potential difference. Conductors have potential difference. The potential difference of a conductor is directly proportional to current passing through it. That means B is directly proportional to I. V is directly proportional to I. V is directly proportional to I is known as Ohm's law. V is directly proportional to I is known as Ohm's law. Right? According to mass, if there is any proportionality, we have to remove that proportionality. By removing the proportionality, we have to keep one constant. If we keep one constant here we have to keep one constant. That constant is here R. V is equal to Ri. R is known as resistance. The R is a constant. This is known as resistance. If we write R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I is the formula to measure the resistance in a circuit. Now we have to know the meaning of resistance. Voltage is equal to resistance into current. R is equal to V by I. Here R is known as resistance. Now we have to know the meaning of resistance. What is the meaning of resistance? Resistance means opposing power. R which slows down the speed of electrons. This is about resistance. Resistance is a power which opposes the flow of electrons in a circuit is known as resistance. Which slows down the flow of electrons in a circuit is also known as the resistance. These are the definitions of resistance. R is equal to volt by current. Voltage by current. Volt by ampere. Volt by ampere is known as ohm. Ohm is the unit of resistance and ohm is represented by the letter omega. This is a Greek letter represented by omega. This is about Ohm's law and about resistance. See here children, these are the resistors. What is the meaning of resistors? Resistors are the materials which offers the resistance in a circuit. These are the materials which offers the resistance in a circuit. Look at these children. These are different types of resistors. These resistors are using in circuits. In many circuits, these are the uses of resistors. In daily life, we are using these resistors in laptop chargers and mobile phone chargers and in lamps and in fan speed controllers. Why we are using the resistors in a circuits? Already the definition of resistance is which opposes the flow of electrons. If there is a more power or there is a more flow of electrons, it reduces the speed of electrons in a circuit. That is why we are using the resistors in circuits. How to measure the resistance in a circuit? Ammeter, current is measured by using ammeter, voltmeter for voltage. In the same way, there is one instrument that is ohm meter. Ohm meter is a device used to measure the resistance in a circuit. This should be connected both the ways, either in series or in parallel. Again, there is one more instrument known as known as digital multimeter. Digital multimeter is a device used to measure current, voltage as well as the resistance. Here, if we keep the arrow mark like this, it indicates the current. If we keep the arrow mark here, it indicates the voltage. Here it is resistance. By using the digital multimeter, we can measure voltage, current and resistance at a time. So, this is also one more instrument, right. Our next topic is the factors affecting the resistance. There are many factors which influences the resistance. First one is temperature. The factors influencing the temperature. Look at the slide children. There are many factors. So, first factor is temperature. As the temperature changes, resistance also changes. Resistance is directly proportional to temperature. As it increases, it is also increases. R is next, second one is temperature. First one is temperature, second one is nature. Different values of materials have different values of resistors. See this board, children. It is having many number of wires here. First one is copper wire, steel wire, iron wire and copper, like that. Different wires are having the different values of resistors. By using this digital multimeter, we can measure the values, resistance values of these materials. Here, see here is there are some more lights here. These are LED lights. If we find out the voltage and the current of these wires by using digital multimeters like this, if we measure V and I of those materials, we get V by I characteristics. V by I characteristics. If we get a graph like this for V by I, the materials for which we get this type of graph is known as ohmic materials. For which materials we get this type of graph are known as non-ohmic materials. From this board, we get a straight line for these materials and a curved line for these materials. These are ohmic materials and these are non-ohmic materials. That means temperature totally depends upon the nature of the substances or the materials, right. Third one is resistance depends upon the length of the wire and resistance depends upon the unit cross sectional area. R is directly proportional to L here, R is directly proportional to 1 by A here, right. A means for example, take a 150 feet road here, that means this is a outer ring road. Consider this is a outer ring road and this is a street road, 2 feet road, 20 feet road. See here children, in outer ring roads we see that there is no collision, there is no accidents in between the vehicles, because the cross sectional area is more, the vehicles can move very easily. Here there is a scope for collision, means accidents may occur because the width of the road is very less. Width is less, resistance is more. Width is more, resistance is less. So this is about resistance. From these two we can write R is directly proportional to L by A. R is equal to L by A. Again, according to mass, if we remove the proportionality constant here, we have to keep some constant. That constant is known as rho. Rho is equal to R A by L. Rho is known as resistivity. R is known as resistivity. The units of resistivity is equal to, we know that R measured in terms of ohm and A is the cross sectional area and the meter square is the unit. Length measured in terms of meter. Meter cancel, ohm meter is the unit of resistivity, right. Look at the slide children, there is a formula and the factors affecting the resistance, right. This is about resistance. Next, our next topic is Kirchhoff laws. Kirchhoff laws are two laws. Kirchhoff laws. Kirchhoff laws are two laws. First one is KCL law, second one is KVL law. KCL law means Kirchhoff current law, Kirchhoff voltage law. Kirchhoff current law is also known as junction law. Kirchhoff voltage law is also known as loop law. Kirchhoff junction law. What is the meaning of junction? See the slide children. There is a definition for Kirchhoff current law and there is a figure. First we have to know the meaning of junction. Junction means where the two or more wires connected, where the two or more wires meet at a point. That point is known as here junction. Junction is the place where two or more wires are meeting at a point, right. Consider these are conductors or wires, right. Some currents from some conductors, the current is moving towards the junction. From some conductors, it is leaving the junction, right. What is the definition of KCL law? The currents which are entering, the sum of the currents entering into the junction must be equal to the sum of currents leaving the junction. Suppose I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. These are the currents. I1 plus I2 plus I3 are entering, I4 plus I5 are leaving. Entering currents must be equal to leaving currents. This is known as the Kirchhoff current law. Second one is Kirchhoff voltage law. This is known as loop law. Loop means closed. Closed is known as circuit. Kirchhoff voltage law is applicable for the circuits. But how to measure the voltage of a circuit? Kirchhoff voltage law, the definition of Kirchhoff voltage law is the changes in the voltages around a circuit must be equal to 0. Take a circuit, there are some rules. First rule is this is a battery, right. Battery is having positive and negative terminal. If we move towards the positive terminal to the negative terminal, we have to take the potential difference across the battery as a negative. Here also battery positive and negative. If we move towards from negative terminal to the positive terminal, if we move negative to positive terminal, we have to take the potential difference across the battery is positive. Place V, first condition. Second one is take a resistor. This is the symbolic representation of resistors in a circuit. The current is passing towards right. This is the direction of current. This is the loop direction. Here the loop direction and current direction both are in same direction. If both are in the same direction, we have to take the potential difference across the resistor as negative, minus IR according to Ohm's law. One more condition, current direction is this one, the loop direction is this one. Both the directions are opposite to each other. If both the directions are opposite to each other, we have to take it as a positive plus IR. This is minus IR and this is the plus IR. Children, plus 2 minus means negative, negative to plus positive is positive. Current direction and loop direction both are same direction, means we have to take the potential difference across the resistor as a negative, and here it is positive. Opposite direction means positive, same direction means negative. Take an example. This is a resistor, this is a battery, positive and negative. Potential difference across the battery is positive. Current is passing through the circuit and this is the resistor. Right. Now we have to find voltage across the circuit. Take the loop A, B, C, D, A. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, A is a closed loop. This is the loop direction. Right. We have to start from here. First component is resistor. We have to measure the potential difference across the resistors. Loop direction and resistance current direction both are same direction. Right. Both are same direction means we have to take it as negative, minus VR. Come to this one, we are moving this side, leaving from positive terminal. Both are is equal to, both are is equal to 0, minus IR plus V is equal to 0. This is about Kirchhoff law. Look at the slide, children. There are some projects for you. Find out the resistance of various bulbs that use at your home. This is first one. Second one is there is one more circuit. By using Kirchhoff loop law, you have to find the voltage of total circuit in different loops for different loops. This is about our topic. Thank you very much. I especially thankful to our Honorable Secretary Sir, Dr. Praveen Kumar Sir, and our RCO and our principal and to all my colleagues. Thank you.